Welcome onto your mat. Welcome to the theme of this class, which is grounded in awakening. A concept so misunderstood. A concept that is seeked to be understood by the logical mind. Mind trying to be of service, trying to solve a mystery. Yet when this mystery is solved, that will be the last mystery to be solved. So instead of seeking awakening, I will guide today's class into rediscovering that which you never lost. Because what path can lead you to where you already are? Being available to what the body provides, what the breath provides. Awakening to the truth that is always here. Bringing our hands to the center of our chest in prayer. As we ground and tune into this present moment by chanting Om 3 times. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, breathe out. With our hands hovering over the hub of our hearts, we open ourselves up to receive what is of highest relevance to us. Asking our ego to take the passenger seat so that we can get a reflection of truth, though it mote be. Humbly bowing the head down towards the inner teacher. And then slowly starting to blink open those beautiful eyes. Perfect. So from here, we're taking the hands all the way forward. We're inhaling as we point the fingers up to the sky. And as we exhale, we bring the fingers down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Two more times as you inhale up, as you exhale down. Beautiful. From there, we are bending into our elbows with the 2 middle fingers to touch. We inhale as we reach and stretch our arms all the way back as much as we can, and exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale. The breath is leading the motion and the movement. Feeling the stretch into the front body. 2 more times. Now from here, we're inhaling, bringing the elbows all the way up. And as we exhale, bring the elbows down to touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. From there, releasing the hands onto the knees. We're going to inhale as we bring the shoulder blades together, chin up into the sky. And exhale, curl the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, waking up the spine. When we say that we awaken a deeper awareness within our body, as we move through certain postures, it doesn't mean that we acquire new parts of our body. It was already there. We're just becoming aware of those parts which we already have. One more time. Inhale. Open up to the front. Open up to the back. Then rolling over your knees and coming onto all fours. Just wiggling into the hips as you find your alignment in this position. We're still going to work into the spine and also into the wrists at the same time. So moving your fingers to point towards your knees. If you can't bring your hands completely flat onto the mat, then just place them onto a rolled up towel or blanket to support your wrists and the stretch. Now from here, close your eyes. Instead of trying to do something, notice how breathing is happening effortlessly. Stretching into the meridian lines of our wrists. From here, we're going to move into cat and cow, also using our shoulder blades in this movement. So if you're pushing the belly down, the chest forward, also connect your shoulder blades together. You'll feel that you are pushing your chest a little bit more towards the mat. On the inhale, on the exhale, release the shoulder blades away from each other, curl into the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale, belly down, shoulder blades touch at the back, gaze up. Exhale, curl into the spine. Just follow your own natural breath as you go through these motions. 2 more times. Beautiful. Now from there, we're just going to sit on the heels, letting go of the hands, resting the hands on top of the thighs. Just feeling into your arms, your hands, your spine. Instead of trying to direct your attention and energy into certain aspects of this present moment, we just sit and wait for this moment to meet us. Wide awake and attentive. We trust that we don't have to grasp at anything. Nobody learns to swim by grasping at water. It is only when they experience and challenge the willingness to swim that they notice that they can float. Taking into the breath. Maybe you hear some clicking sensations as you let go of stagnant energy. What's the direction to with the breath? Now from there, just making sure that there's about 2 fists in between your knees. And then that your feet is behind, so you're just going to move your feet a little bit further away from each other so that they don't touch. Now, we're going to inhale as we come all the way up. Reach the hands high and exhale, bring the hands into the chest. Releasing the hands. Then we're moving the right leg all the way forward. Beautiful. Now, from there, we're leaning the weight forward. Allow the heel of the front leg to lift and bringing it all the way back. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, you come to sit back down. Use your hands intuitively for this motion to help the momentum of getting that leg forward. So doing the opposite side, inhale, hands up. Exhale, center down. Releasing the hands, left leg moves forward now. And inhale. As you exhale, make sure that both your hips are facing forward. Lean into this front leg. Deep stretch into the hips. And bring yourself all the way back. Leg goes back, sitting all the way down. We're going to do 2 more times on each side. Inhale. Hands into the center. Release the hands, right leg forward. Deep breath in, tuck the tailbone, and exhale, moving forward. Inhale brings you all the way back, and both knees on the floor. Exhale, sit down. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands, left leg forward. Both hips forward, tucking the tailbone, deep breath in. Exhale, lean forward, deep stretch. Inhale, bring you all the way back. Both knees on the floor, sitting down. 1 more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right foot in front. Square off the hips. Exhale, lean forward. Beautiful. Inhale brings you all the way back. Both knees on the floor, sitting down. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg out to the front. Both hips squared. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep stretch. Inhale brings you all the way back and seated. Feeling into the hips. Placing your right hand onto your lower belly and your left hand onto your lower back. Now, without trying to control your hips, is it possible to become aware of the tilt of your hips because of your breath? You might become aware that on the inhale, it's like your tailbone is pushing a little bit more to the back, concaving slightly into your spine. The belly drops down on the inhale. And on the exhale, it's almost like that tailbone is grounding into the floor a little bit more, untucking the tailbone. Just become aware of this movement. Breath doesn't only move the body in the chest. from there, we're going to come all the way back up. Then right leg steps forward. Still creating this box shape. We're going to move that left foot towards the right side. Feel a deep stretch on the inside. Your hips are now open diagonally. Coming into our half warrior. Beautiful. Now from there, we tuck the tailbone in. Beautiful. Right arm stretches forward, left arm stretches up. Beautiful. We inhale, lean back. Exhale, lean forward towards the right leg. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, reach forward. One more time. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, lean forward. Coming all the way up, making sure that this left knee is right underneath the hip. We are going to straighten the right leg. So from there, you have less stability if the toe is up into the sky. If you're happy with that and you feel stable enough to do so, keep the toe up. If not, drop the toe forward and down. You feel a deeper stretch now on the inside of your thigh, but you'll feel more stable. Inhale, arms up. And into the gate position. Drop this bottom hand down to meet the right. Looking underneath the left armpit. Let's inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. One more time. Hold. Exhale. Beautiful. And bringing the left hand back towards the bent leg and reach and stretch the right hand up into the sky. With a stretch onto the other side as you bring the bicep of this right arm closer towards the right knee. Dropping this right arm down towards the floor. Bring yourself back onto all fours. You might be facing the back of your mat, and that's perfectly okay. Just wiggle into the hips as we take 3 deep sighs in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Coming back to stillness, we are going to reach the hands up as we come onto both our knees. Step the left leg forward. Perfect. Now from there, you move the right foot towards the left side. Hips are opening up diagonally automatically. That's okay. Then from there, left arm forward towards the bent left knee and right arm back. Perfect. Now inhale, lean back. Exhale, lean forward. Try to connect your elbow to that knee instead of the hand. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, lean forward. One more time. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, lean forward. Beautiful. Coming all the way back to center. Straighten this left leg. Open up the hips towards the front, same side. The same side as you feel the top of your thigh facing. Beautiful. Now we can drop that foot down, toes down to the front, just to get a more stabilization in the hips, slightly tucking the tailbone in. Then deep breath. Exhale, lean over towards the left, straight leg. Drop that left hand down onto the leg. Feel the deep stretch. Don't collapse the shoulder down. Keep both shoulders in one straight line, and let's breathe here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, hold, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, hold, Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Bring this right hand all the way down, palm rounded into the mat, and first reach this left hand up. Start pushing into the side of this foot, lifting the arch of the left foot slightly higher up, and then bring that bicep closer to the left ear. Beautiful. From there, dropping the hand down and moving back onto all fours. Wiggling into the hips. Breathe deep, sighing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. So you might hear that they are tending to the outside garden. With all the noises going on, just know that they are doing the same to the outside garden that we are doing to our inside garden. So from here, we're stepping the right foot in between the hands and moving the back leg slightly further back so that you get a stretch in the front left hip. Now from here, just breathe for a couple of breaths. Feel the stretch into the hips. We're not trying to do the stretch. We're not trying to undo the stretch. We're simply witnessing that there is a stretch sensation and maybe even discomfort present. We are going to take 2 more gentle breaths. Beautiful. Now from there, we release the hands coming all the way up. And bring the hands into the center of the chest, twist into the spine, and connect the left elbow towards the right leg. Opening up to the side, and you want to bring the hands into the center of the chest as much as you can. Then tuck the back toe under and lift the knee away from the mat. Bringing yourself into a side high lunge. If you are coming onto the tiptoe of this foot, then push the heel of the back foot all the way back, stretching. Beautiful. Now, if you are up to the challenge, we're going to lean the weight into the right foot. Connect the knees, coming into your flamingo. Balancing on that right foot. Just for 2 more deep breaths. Make the breath as powerful as the position. Beautiful. Drop that left foot down. Keep the knees bent. Just give yourself a hug behind your legs. And release the hands. Bring them all the way forward, sitting into Utkatasana, mighty chair seat. Tucking the tailbone in, elongating a little bit more to the front of your body. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. Bring the hands down, connect the chest down onto the thighs. Bring the hands onto the floor and straighten the legs from there. If your hands drifts away from the mat, that's perfectly fine. Now just relax, release. Maybe exhale with a sigh. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Noticing all the sounds of life inside and around you. Then bending to the knees, plant the hands firmly into the mat, step back with your right and then your left, coming into a plank. We are here for 3 deep breaths. Balloon the chest open. Elongate into the stomach. Push the heels back. Pull the kneecaps up. Beautiful. Drop down onto the knees, the chin and the chest. And flatten. Big close touch. Elbows stay close. Inhale. Reach into your mini cobra. And exhale. Come into your extended pose of the child. Just a couple of deep breaths here. Releasing and relaxing. And from there, we're going to walk our hands a little bit further. Just feel the stretch into your shoulder blades all the way to the bottom. Fine. Imagine that you're lifting first from the hips, rolling your spine all the way up, back onto all fours. And from there, we're stepping the left foot forward, keeping the right leg towards the back. Now just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Being available to what the stretch is providing. Opening up certain meridian lines and spaces in our body so that the provided breath can transfer nutrients and oxygen and life force into new awakened areas in our body. Instead of sending out your senses to curiously meet these sensations and sounds far away, just allow life and the sensations to meet you inside. Now from there, we're inhaling, bringing the chest away, bringing both the hands into the middle of the chest in prayer. Then twisting into the torso and connecting the right elbow towards the left knee. Now, instead of having your hands towards the shoulder, try to open it up to the center of the chest. Tucking the back toe, lifting the knee away from the mat. We are here for 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Then leaning the weight into the front leg as we bring the right knee to meet the left. Coming into your flamingo. We are just here for 2 more deep breaths. It's okay if you fall out. And step that right foot next to the left. Release the hands down. Give yourself a hug. Then keep the knees bent. Release the hands forward and all the way up into Utkatasana, mighty chair seat. Tucking the tailbone, elongate through the front of your body. 3 deep breaths here. Beautiful. Bend into the knees. And hands down, straighten the legs. Just dangling into this forward fold, not reaching, grasping. Feel the stretch. Be available. Feel how the hip bones are sucked back into those joint spaces. And from there, hands down onto the floor, bend into the knees as the palms move down. Left leg steps back, Right leg follows. We are here in our high plank for 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Drop down onto the knee and in the chest. And flatten. Big toes touch, elbow stays close. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, come down. Straighten the arms, push back into your child. Breath is flowing really fast. Become aware that your breath is trying to follow your heartbeat. By slowing the breath down, you have a direct effect, and the heartbeat will follow the breath. Just relax and release for 2 more deep breaths. Now from we need to sit on our heels. Freedom in front of the body. Awakening to the imprint that those postures have left on your energy system. Before we move closer to the mat, I just want to bring us into some standing balances. So coming to stand in the middle of your mat, I'm just facing this way because we're going to be moving the leg back and forward. So I'll show you what we're going to do. And standing balances is a really good way to keep your focused attention into the present moment. Because as soon as we fall out of the balance, or if we move our awareness away from the present moment, you'll feel that your stability is immediately influenced. So the next flow, this is just about exploring. It's going to work like this. Right hand is going to be in the center of the chest, and you keep the left top of the hand at your lower spine. Making sure that the chest stays open, that's why we have our right hand there. And making sure that the hips stays in alignment, so the one hip doesn't open up more than the other. That's for the left hand. So from there, we're starting to move forward as we move the left leg back into warrior 3. Micro bend into this right leg, it's perfectly fine. We are here for 2 more deep breaths. Get a drishti, get a focus point. Now with that leg bent, we bring and scoop this left leg all the way forward. Bend knee. Release the hands, grab hold of that knee, and bring it as close to the chest as you can. 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Now the left ankle is going to go onto the right knee, getting down into our 4-legged shape. From here, lean more into the heel of the right foot. Sit a little bit deeper. Just open. 2 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Slide that left foot over the right and come to sit all the way down. So you're still balancing onto your right foot. The left foot can hover above or just the toes touch. 3 deep breaths here. Feel the burn in the right leg. Perfectly okay. Beautiful. Now from there, bring the hands down to the floor. We're going to lift our hips with our legs still crossed. Into a forward fold with bent or crisscrossed legs. The left leg, which is in front, is a little bit more bent. The more you try to straighten this left front leg, the more pressure you're going to feel on the right knee. Please be mindful. The destination is not to get your hands onto the floor. In a significant stretch, that's perfectly fine. Now for one more sighing breath, release the neck. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Then rolling your spine up one vertebra at a time. And shaking the legs out. Beautiful. Now, the one side is stronger than the other. The one side is also more flexible. So instead of judging, we are just awakening our kindness into every aspect of our body. So once again, right hand onto the chest, the left hand onto the lower back. If you want to switch it up, just to have the opposite hand into the opposite position, you can also bring your left hand into your chest. Chest is blooming open. We're now balancing onto the left foot. So spread the toes out wide, round through all 4 corners of the foot. Allow the right leg to come all the way back. Keep the chest open. Drop the right hip down. Head slightly into the left leg. 3 deep breaths here. Beautiful. Then from there, we bring this right leg all the way forward. Grab hold of both hands onto that knee. Bring the knee into the chest. 3 more deep breaths. Get a drishti, a focus point that does not move. In that way, you know that you're keeping your attentive awareness here. The body knows how to balance. So if you are observing a body that is wiggly, doesn't make you a bad person. And release. Right ankle goes onto the left knee. And we sit down. Feeling the burn. Leaning more into the back heel. Feel and allow the stretch into the right leg. It is the left leg that is active. One more deep breath. And crisscross that leg over, sitting down. Coming into a balance. 3 deep breaths. Both hands down onto the mat. As we straighten, keeping the legs crisscrossed, right leg in front of the left. Feel the stretch. Relax into the shoulders, the neck. And from there, coming down onto the knees, pushing back into your child. Let the head down. Just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Breathing into the floor, all the way into your chest. Relax and release with every exhale. From there, we're going to look at the hands. Walk the hands slightly forward as we bloom the chest open, coming into our happy puppy. Hands are forward, stretching into our shoulders, all the way into our chest. Relaxing into the legs. Feel the stretch into the front of your body. Instead of trying to push the floor away from you, you're leaning the weight of your arms and your chest into the floor. Notice if you feel and awaken a different sensation. One more deep breath. And on the exhale, we bring the belly down. Keep the elbows exactly where they are. Coming into a Sphinx position. Making sure that the elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. Just wiggling into the hips to make sure you're not clinging on to any muscles there. Sigh it out if you feel the need to. And relax. Bringing your chin into your chest. Feeling the stretch all the way from the neck down into the spine. Two more deep breaths here. And from there, in the easiest way possible, we're moving over onto our back. Knees up into the sky, feet close to the hips. Beautiful. Now from there, if you can, your arms are out into a T shape or into a cactus. Just making sure that you have your elbows in line with your shoulders. Then coming into a dynamic spinal twist, we're just dropping the knees over towards the right side on the inhale, over to the left on the exhale. Inhale. Just follow the own rhythm of your breath instead of superimposing some rhythm that you think your breath should be at. In this, you might also awaken sensation and feelings of massage in your lower back and your buttocks. Two more deep breaths to either side. Beautiful, coming all the way back to center, tucking your tailbone, bringing your lower back closer to the mat, dropping both hands down onto your knees and just bring them into a circular motion. Noticing that this massaging effect is now going into your lower back. Then opposite direction. And from here, you are preparing for Savasana. I am going to mute myself because of this noise, but just prepare yourself.
My name is Carla from Divine Interest, and I am here to lead you into an open awareness meditation. As you allow yourself to settle into the space, welcome the present moment into your being. Feel how this moment is welcoming you too. Knowing and trusting that this is the most beneficial place for you to be right now. And you feel yourself relax into this moment even more. Resting your awareness on your breath. You take a deeper step into your breath. There is absolutely nothing that you should do but surrender and allow. Allow the awareness to blossom open like 1,000-petaled lotus, welcoming the warm rays of sun into the core spaces. We so often define and observe our world as being in terms of objects and form, that we forget about the infinite potential that exists in the spaces between all those forms. Allowing your awareness to move from the form to the formless, the space between things. As we start to bring our awareness into the spaces, we move it to the space where our breath travels. Allow your awareness to move into the space of your nostrils. Feel how the breath moves into the spaces of your nostrils all the way down into your bronchi and the spaces of your alveoli into your lungs. Allow your awareness to feel the space in between your eyes. Notice the space between your jaw and teeth as they are slightly separated. Can you imagine the region between your ears? Can you notice the spaces between your fingers? Is it possible to feel the space between the inhale and exhale? Can you perceive the sacred pause or the space between your heartbeats? Is it possible for your awareness to conceive the spaces between your thoughts? Can you notice the space around your body? Is it possible to notice how the space in your lungs grow with every inhale? Can your awareness notice the expanded space of your relaxation? Is it attainable for your awareness to notice the breath creating space in your head, neck, chest, and belly on the inhale? And when you exhale, that space your breath created stays. Can your awareness pick up how your physical body is merely infinite spaces of possibility stitched together by tissues? Space is not filled with nothing. It is filled with the opportunity for everything. It is space that holds the magical abundance for all. Noticing how easy it is for you to feel the space inside and outside of your body, and how the energy freely permeates through these spaces. Allow yourself to notice that the more you practice this meditation, the more your awareness will experience this more powerfully, effortlessly, and more vividly. Wherever you find your awareness, in whatever space you find your awareness, bring it back to the spaciousness found in your body. As you feel how the breath arrives in the center of your chest, bringing your awareness back to the surface of this moment. As you stretch the breath a little bit longer and take a deeper breath in, you start noticing the feelings and sensations of your body, the formless and the form, merging and marrying, coexisting simultaneously. Slowly starting to wiggle your form, your toes, your fingers. Maybe stretching your hands up and overhead. Letting out a big sigh. And whenever you are ready, just placing your hands over your heart.
Namaste, dear one.